Now, here's what I find that's interesting. When we kind of look at the natural biology behind what Paul is saying, the law of your members represents the natural reflexes, the natural responses that our physical body, our physical anatomy has to the circumstances around us. So here's what I mean. I don't want to get too, science teachy on this, but I just want to draw this analogy. There are certain mannerisms, there are certain responses that our physical body responds to under certain circumstances. It's a natural reflex. And here's an example. When my hand or my body comes in contact with something that's an extreme temperature, with extreme temperatures of hot or cold, when our body or our body parts come in contact with extreme temperatures of hot or cold, there's a natural reaction to recoil, to reject, or to retract. It just happens spontaneously. And if we dig into that a little more, we would discover that there was a first occurrence, perhaps when you were much younger than when you are now. When, as a child, you touched a hot surface, or your tongue was stuck on a frozen cold surface. So you know what that feeling feels like. And so it has put inside of your memory, inside of your brain cells, inside of your natural reflexes, how to respond, how to recoil, how to retract, how to reject automatically. I mean, if you were to accidentally come into contact with that extreme heat or extreme cold, there would be no debate, there would be no discussion. Your body would naturally respond. All right, so now that's a long explanation for the law of our members. Here's the parallel teaching point. In our carnal nature, now I'm talking about the spiritual side now. In our carnal nature, we have natural tendencies. We have natural reflexes to certain circumstances. It's interesting. Jesus teaches us, to love your enemies and to do good to those who harm you. And our natural reflexes say, no, I'm not doing that. That's my enemy. I'm about to do them in. You want me to do what to the person that's trying to destroy me? You want me to love them? You want me to embrace them? You want me to allow that, to tolerate that? I'm not doing that. That's not normal. That goes against all of my natural reflexes. That's the point. That's the law of your members. The law of your members screaming at the top of their lungs, if you will, hey, you have to respond out of your carnal thinking. When somebody curses you out, when somebody offends you, when somebody mistreats you, the law of your members is saying, hey, I got something for that. I'm going to get them back. I know how to come back against what they have said or done against me. That's the law of your members. And see, because there was a first occurrence. There was a first time that somebody ever cussed you out. There was a first time that somebody offended you. There was a first time that somebody broke your heart. And you know what that feels like. You have a sensitivity to what that felt like. It's burned in the recess of your carnal nature. So now your carnal nature says, hey, we got to respond. This is what we do when somebody does something wrong to us.